Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Amethyst Green Witch and it's time for the July Witch Casket unboxing. So this has a theme of green magic, green witchcraft. The August casket has a theme of elements, which is always a good one because you never know what you're gonna get because there's 5 elements, so that's a thing. But this one, green magic, green witchcraft. Let's get into it. There we go, green witch. So the theme is being a green witch. So, front cover. Now the back cover has changed. Promotes the shop. It's not subscriber only. The shop is not subscriber only. That's where you can get all sorts of different things, but the shop that contains past casket items is subscriber only. But it does confirm August 26th. Elements is the theme. So that's a thing, but the inside cover artwork. Oh, that's changed. I missed that. So now they've changed it. So they've got their social media highlights. I missed that. This is now where I go, isn't it? No, they've taken the artwork. I missed the artwork. I wish they did the artwork again. Because they used to do artwork on the inside cover. And it was usually gorgeous. They do have their standard message. So this says, July's Witch Casket honours the Green Witch. We've curated a bewitching casket of bespoke witchcraft items to encourage a deeper, more meaningful connection with nature. Please take a moment to read through this pamphlet. In its pages you'll find details about each item and any important safety information to ensure your rituals are performed with harm to none. As always, we appreciate you tagging your social media posts, #WitchCasket, and to feature here, #WitchCasket feature. So we know we have your permission to share them with credit, of course. Each month we choose a few favourites to feature here in our pamphlet. Your posts are always so wonderfully creative, magical and uplifting. We feel honoured to be a part of your magical journey, and seeing Witch Casket items in use in your magical spaces inspires us so much. Thank you for always making us feel so blessed. We are already brewing up something magical for your August casket, and we are so excited for you to see what magical mysteries await. Until the next time, be well, Deb and Ella. Now, what comes next is what I call spoilers. And I don't look at those until afterwards. I look through everything first and then we do that. But let's get the main artwork. So this artwork is always in every casket. This one, sorry, I'm limited on space around me because I've got Luna right next to me. She just wants to sleep, don't you, darling? And then I've got some stuff the other side, so I can't really do much. But this artwork, I quite like this. It's different. It's different. And of course the monthly manifestations are on the back. I do quite like to ask these questions of myself whenever I'm doing anything, even if I don't use them in my actual craft. Next we have a cleansing magic potion kit. Ooh, contains all you need to create a multi-use magic potion for cleansing. Let's have a look-see. Right, which way is this going? That way. Oh. She moved to sniff. And that's all she's doing. She's not actually. Oh. That was Luna. You heard that little poodle then? That was Luna. She's moved. Not very far. But she's moved. Right, that's everything. So as it says on the label, it does contain everything. The only things it doesn't contain are something to put the potion in, something to make the potion in, and water. Because it's assuming most of us have access to water. And there is more artwork. There's more artwork. So it's got some, I want to say that's smoky quartz. That's at a guess. That's without me looking at it. And then we've got 2 herbs labelled number 1 and 2. And the instructions has indeed got them named. So this is the artwork on the back of the instructions. So I was right with smoky quartz, and it does say you will need thyme, herb 1, yarrow, herb 2, smoky quartz, which it's chips of, pan or cauldron, and water. As an aside, moon water created during a waning moon will add power to this potion. So that's the instructions. So yeah, that's interesting. Something I might do at some point. But that's the spell kit. So there's always a spell kit. Right, what is this? It's a tote bag. It's a tote bag. That's pretty funky. And it's not one of those thin, cheap and cheerful that you can buy from like any budget shop. It's quite a decent fabric. Oh, that's another one to add to the collection. And I say collection, yeah. I have a collection of tote bags that I'm trying to use more often, but haven't always been able to. Right, we've got a pin. We have a pin. So on the back, there's artwork. And it's a little broomstick. What might not be visible is that the handle of this broomstick is intertwined with like some kind of vine plant. So I quite like that. That's quite a good one. Now we've got a New Beginnings Witch's Brew. A harmonious blend of rose petals, lemon and chamomile. And it's fully... So it can be used as a tea, but could also be used in other ways. So, and that's like... Can't really smell anything, but that'll go in my tea collection. I say tea collection, it's, you know. Right, we've got sachet of motherwort. This I do not have in my herbal collection. It does say on the back, motherwort is a powerful herb of resilience, healing, confidence and protection. Use this in charm bags, spell jars, to dress or circle candles, or to infuse oils and potions, etc. And there's not an awful lot of give in that. Right. We've also got a sachet of patchouli. I quite like patchouli. Patchouli is a powerful herb of protection, love, wealth and prosperity. Again, used in charm bags, spell jars, etc. Interesting. Right. What's this? It's a dish. It's a dish of some sort. Oh, it's a wooden dish. Now on the bottom, it does say Witch Casket. It's a little wooden do like that. Right, I'm going to pop that there. Pop that there. Right. Next, we have a Plant Magic Oracle deck. Now, this isn't always included. One of these isn't always included. There have been some, what's the word? Exclusives before now that they did. And yeah, I have that as a whole set. That was a whole set. So I think they did one and then they did another couple. But Plant Magic Oracle deck. A beautiful deck which utilises the magical properties of plants to give insight into your past, present and future. These can be used in many ways. Pull a card of the day to see what insight the cards offer for the day ahead. Use them in past, present and future readings. Ask a question, shuffle the deck and pull a card to see what wisdom can be gained. Or use in larger oracle spreads or alongside other decks. Oh. So the back of the cards is what I would call quite plain. Because all it is that. So there's no image and it is sort of silver. There is a silver sheen to it. So there's quite a handful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 20. So there's 20 cards in this lovely deck. So we've got cinnamon, fennel. Now each card is laid out like this. So you've got the name of the herb, a one-word association, and then sort of like a message. So you've got cinnamon with abundance, fennel for acceptance, lemon balm for anger, patchouli for balance, cactus for banishing. I never know how to pronounce that. For calming, violet for change, yarrow for courage, ginger creativity, rosemary for decision making, lavender for healing, star anise for intuition, passion flower focus, sage forgiveness, rose love, parsley growth, heather happiness, dandelion manifestation, cherry blossom new beginnings. I love cherry blossom. And lily of the valley peace. Well, that's another deck to add to my collection. So we've got Plant Magic Oracle deck. We have a scroll. Let's see what this is about. This is magical ways to use plants in magic. Once you've selected herbs, flowers or plants to match your intention, there are many magical ways to use them in your craft. And then it gives some ideas. Of course, there's herbal teas, dressing candles. Yeah. I quite like that. And then the final thing is a Green Witch Herb drying rack. Now they did send something like this out before, but not specifically, but it's been a while. So on the back it says, tie your freshly harvested herbs in bundles and hang them upside down from this beautiful acacia drying rack. Hang in a cool, dry place out of the sun and allow them to hang until they are completely dry. This may take 2 to 3 weeks. You can then store your dried herbs until you need them for your magical spell work. Right, let's get this out. Oh, this is different. This is different. So, long string. And then the drying rack looks a bit like that. I like this. And there is a Witch Casket logo on the back. That's actually really pretty. Not what I was expecting either, but pretty nonetheless. different. Right. Let's go through the pamphlet because that's everything out of there. Right, let's go through the pamphlet. Yep, Luna is just, she just is. She wants to snooze, but I'm here doing this, so her sleep is disturbed. Right, page 1. We have the Plant Magic Oracle deck, and the back of the box is the blurb in the pamphlet, followed by the Green Witch Herb Drying Rack, and the back of the box is the blurb in the pamphlet as well. So next we have the 2 herbs of patchouli and motherwort. And again, the info on the back of them is the blurb in the pamphlet. Then we've got the Cleansing Magic Potion Kit, which I'm going to leave till near the very end. And we've got the Gathering Tote Bag. Intentionally made using 100% cotton, this stunning tote bag can be used as a gathering bag for when foraging in nature, or as an everyday tote for your magical books, shopping, etc. We've got the New Beginnings Witch's Brew, and what's on the lovely label is what's on in the info section of the pamphlet. And then we've got a wooden altar bowl, because this didn't come with any info. Use this decorative ritual bowl to blend your magical components together for spell work. It can also be used as an offering dish or receptacle for your small altar curiosities or crystals. Lovingly made using acacia wood, known for its powerful protective properties, hand wash only. I would not say no to using that. I will use it. I just don't know where at this precise moment in time. Then we have the Magical Ways to Use Plants in Magic Scroll. We have the Bewitched Besom pin. We hope you adore this bewitching pin as much as we do. Add this pin to any jacket, bag or scarf, or to your witchy wall displays. I use mine in the wall displays. Now, I forgot to mention that the parchment has a bit of a blurb with it. Magical parchment intentionally inscribed with some magical ways to use plants in magic. Perfect for copying into your grimoire or spellbook, or simply placing within its pages for future reflection. Framed, this scroll becomes a beautiful and meaningful adornment, gracing your space with both magic and intention. I haven't got enough wall space. I wish I did, but I don't. So there's that. And I've got too many scrolls. I've been subscribed to Witch Casket since January of 2020. So January 2020 was my first one. And that's what, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 6,072, 79 caskets, including this one that I've received. So yeah, that's a lot of scrolls. There's usually a scroll with every casket, so that's a fair amount of scrolls. And then finally, At One with Nature monthly manifestation print. This beautiful art print was illustrated exclusively for you by our in-house designer Faye. Use the reverse of this art print to note down your manifestations for the month. Afterwards, you have a magical piece of artwork to display in your home or add to your book of shadows. And that is everything. I really like that. Not what I was expecting, but I never know what to expect. So regardless of what I think might be in them, I'm usually wrong. So there's that. Yeah, no, this was quite a cool one. It's always nice to receive things that can help me with my own craft to, I don't know, improve my relationship, especially with herbs and plants, because I've only managed to keep one plant alive for more than a year, and that's a miniature rose plant, which I kind of feel like I'm trying to finish off at the moment. Trying not to, but we're getting there. It's still alive, it's still blooming. Yeah, but that's me. I'm not the best green witch, but I will work with herbs. This was interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to the elements one, because you know there's 5 elements, there'll be different things in them, you know, different items for different elements, so that's going to be really, really cool to get into. So yeah, if you want any information about Witch Casket, all their details will be down below. They've recently changed how you can subscribe and stuff, so there's that as well. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you subscribe to receive your own magical mail, and I shall see you again soon. Stay safe everyone, and blessings to you all.